Looks down the bottom, kicks it down, kicks it to Bartlett. Bartlett over the other side, up to the Sniper. Sniper steps around. Again, has Gray on him. He likes the matchup, though. Steps up the top. We saw Evans shoot a couple of really good balls in the state series from that 15, 14-metre distance. And the ball back up to Rob. He's picked up by Waller. Down the side, over to Bartlett, and back up to Nickel. So just some feeling out here of the two teams. Nickel steps in, gets pushed down there by Briggs. Ball on the outer side here. And back there to Bartlett. Bartlett back up. And Robinson gets on the end of that one. And they haven't really attacked the cage desperately at the moment, Glenelg. Just trying to really fill this out. Ball down there with Noah Haskett, I reckon that is, wearing 3. Oh, great check there from Paddy Gray. And Webber is off to the races, kicks it to Jack Waller. And for all the offence that Glenelg just had then, they have given it up, and North Eagles will have an attempt in the offence. And ball up here with Briggs, kicks it to Kento. Kento throws it down there to Harley. And no, sorry, that's Winnan. Sorry, these numbers are really hard to see in this night light. So ball down with Waller, just throws it to the feet. So off opportunity here. North Eagles, Waller picks up Hudson Robb, gets around the back, looks at the open twist, steps up the top, tries to shut down, a little bounce pass, or bounce shot, I should say, and Nathan Twisk using the ground to perfection there. Cody didn't even look like he saw that one.
Hit him, I'm pretty sure.
And, yeah, just really skidded off there, Braden.
Yeah, I mean, Cody didn't see it. I didn't see it once it hit the deck either.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. I reckon I might have hit Cody in the helmet. Dribbled in.
It definitely sort of skipped off the ground. Great shot there from Nathan Twisk, who gets on the board early. And for all the offence that Glenelg had for their 2 or 3 minutes of kicking that one around, North Eagles get it down and penetrate to the goals fairly quickly.
Yeah, attack from X through a shorty and then find a step-down shooter up the top.
So Briggs gets the ball out, looks down the bottom. Cutter's coming. Simpson steps in. Good trail check there. And that one's over the top. And good to see Pat Palmer back from the World Games.
Yeah, looking nice and fit and raring to go. He was dealing with a bit of shin splints before he left, but he looks to be moving pretty well. So hopefully he's all rested up and recovered.
So ball here. We've got North Eagles leading 1-0. Ball down the back. Kento looks up the top, fires, bang, pops that one over the top there. Does Briggs. And back up had there by Simpson.
So that's 2 times they've attacked from X for a step-down shot. Pass through the zone.
Well, we're seeing in their warm-up, they were certainly looking at the rotations as good work there from Briggs to cut down. No angle, he kept it well, but Newman on his hands, and that looks like a matchup that they've set out there, Brate.
Yeah, I mean, Henry Haskett's not who I'd choose to go through, personally. He's pretty good with the short stick D.
So ball back up the top here. We've got Jack Harley with the ball. Picked up by Henry Haskett. Ball back down the back. So just getting some possession here. Kento with the ball. He's quick on his feet and gets around. Just hangs that stick out, though. Opportunity and great pick up there from Benji Newman. And got one on the back there, and there's their first penalty of the game. As the flag goes flying and into the night sky. He always does it well there, does Shane Abbott. And ball in the stick. So penalty on the play here. Looks, steps around, pops, and pops that one wide, does Dan Evans. But Glenelg will be in a 1 minute man up here for a slash straight across the back in that clearing, and good work there from...
It was good composure from Benji to hold it up, make sure he got the right pass, get it down to Dan who could get a shot off. It's always good when you get those extra attempts at goal that are, basically free.
So big opportunity here for Glenelg in their first man up. And we've got... who we got out there? We've got Luke Keesing over to the Sniper, back to Keesing. Got Bartlett on this side, just trying to pop down, steps down the bottom, looks, finds Eag. Eag back up the top, just working this little rotation. Cut comes through. One out the back now. Ball back up the top to Robinson. And the sniper just resets. Eag up the top. In for the man up for Glenelg here. Hayden Eag. And ball back down the bottom. Cut comes through. Little wheel happening here. Glenelg just need to move the ball a bit quicker. Looks down. Looks not there and just throws the ball away. I'll tell you what, the Glenelg coaching staff won't be happy with that. Get a man-up opportunity and throw the ball away, Braid.
Yeah, well, I think Hayden was taking Jack Price's spot there in that man-up, so he's probably not quite as familiar with it as he'd like to be.
As I said, the through ball missed the player up the top there by a big margin.
Yeah.
And you can't afford to give away those opportunities. There will be limited opportunities in this game. And good work there from Benny Robinson, the sniper. He's good in both ends, is the sniper.
He's crafty. I was particularly impressed by Todd's trail check on Kenta before. It seemed like he sort of
just
was ready and waiting for it. Yeah, he's sort of premeditated almost.
Almost let him get past. He knew he was going to hang it out and just popped it on. I don't think you want to give him too many opportunities like that, though.
No, I can't imagine he'd be slowing down to take a shot too often instead of bursting into space.
So ball out the back here with Simpson. 1-0 is the score. If you're just joining us here on Saturday Night Lights, brought to you by 180 Finance. And just doing a 180-degree turn there. Another one, another bounce shot. So they've spoken about this as we see Simpson getting another one, just gets top side of the defender there and pops this one, as you see here on the 180 replay. Just Benji Newman allowed him to get top side. Oh, no, the slide came. So Paddy Palmer just got to the slide.
Braden Simpson's not a guy that you want to throw checks at. You really got to play body, otherwise he'll slip and find a way past you, and he'll get his hands free quickly for a good high-quality shot.
Well,
stumbled once and then actually fell.
When he saw that slip, Ollie North headed towards him, which allowed the player behind, and Brodie Nicol gets his first and Glenelg's first, and back to the centre. So Briggs again with the ball out of the centre. He's been doing this here for about 2 years now in South Australia, and for those of you who did watch the Nationals, he certainly did a fair bit of it in the national competition. As we see Nathan Twist with the ball. Kicks the ball up here to Waller, and Waller.
Speaking of face-off dominance, I don't reckon I've seen Garrett lose more than one in any of those games, and he hasn't come up with two so far today, so Luke's doing a great job.
Yeah, again, that's about 3-2, I reckon.
Yeah.
Face-off, so, you know, and Glenelg would have spoken about that pre-game.
Oh, they've certainly got plans in place.
So you can see Benji Newman going in there against the, you know, so ball down the side here with Harley. Harley out to Simpson. Simpson out the other side here to Winnan. Winnan, he'd be licking his lips. Given the opportunity, good work. He holds such a good ball. Ball out the back, picked off though by Watts. And he looks for the outlet and fires that one. That was tough. Needed one on here. If Toddy could pick that ball up, does it, but there's one on down the bottom corner. If he kicks that ball down, Todd could almost step in. And we've got a timeout. Oh, with motion there from the Glenelg offense in a transition situation.
Todd is dangerous in an unsettled situation like that. He's very slippery, willing to go by a couple.
Tell you what, though, the coach has just shut him down.
I mean, I can understand 3-1. You want to ease a bit of that momentum that North Eagles have got going?
Yeah, you know what, I mean, the call is the call, but you almost let that play out a little bit just to see whether there is an opportunity.
Oh, well, I'm always biased as an offensive player. You know, if I'm told in that spot, I'd like to play it out.
So we've got a 3-1 game here. And if you're just joining us on the LSA TV, send us a shout out. I'll try and get my my feed up so we can give you some shout outs. I know I'll probably be giving shout outs over to Boston for the Weber clan. They normally get up at about 3 o'clock in the morning to watch these. So if they are online and I'm not watching at the moment, I'll get on very shortly. Yeah, big shout out to the Webers. And Shane obviously playing in this game. I'll just log in here. So, yeah, send us your comments and tell us who you think, where the game's situated at the moment. You know, where you think the game's going to head from here on. And we will try to get to as many of your comments as we can. But Glenelg with a settled offense here. And they will start that offense through Luke Keesing. Kicks it to Dan Evans. Over to Toddy Bartlett. Down to Brody Nickel. Nickel picked up by Anthony Coyne.
Glenelg have probably got the coach's dream setup here with 3 lefties and 3 righties, perfectly able to interchange and dodge from each side.
So Keesing looks to push down. Little rotation through there. So good movement coming through here. Little just set up for the short stick drive there. Nearly got past Twisk. Twisk finding himself in the defence. Evans steps around, pops. And good save there from Cox, picked up there by Nickel. Nickel steps back around. Bartlett steps under a massive amount of pressure. Needs to get that out, but a flag down on the play. And I reckon it's going to be a slash here. And so we're going to have that slash on Webber. And he will find himself in a minute penalty here. And Bartlett hitting the ground there and a few...
It's always a good time to push it, you know, coming around that bottom corner. The slides are going to come fast and heavy, and they're probably not going to be particularly controlled.
So ball back up the top, kicks it to the sniper. Ball over to Bartlett. He wants to shoot. You can see him looking to want to pull that trigger out here. As the ball, a little rotation now starts to happen, a little, and having these lefties where we can do those little out the back as ball picked up, fake there from Bartlett. Down the back to Haskett. Haskett up to Sniper to Eag. Little wheel here, little wheel. Doesn't get around, and there's Bartlett. And that's the one he was looking for. He looked like he had the trigger locked and loaded for about the last 2 minutes, did Toddy Bartlett.
He's dangerous coming around those bottom corners because he comes at pace. He keeps his stick protected. And
see here,
and he doesn't.
Just defender didn't get to that slide, and I reckon that was Larwood there.
He doesn't shoot it at the first opportunity either. He waits. He's patient. He knows that, you know, even if the slide's coming, he backs himself to take the check, eat the body, and get a good shot away.
And we saw there the bit of confusion down in that bottom corner where that slide was coming from, whether it was the Coma slide coming across, and just laid on it. And by the time it got there, didn't take the body. Toddy Bartlett steps inside and back out, and Luke Keesing up against Garrett Briggs. So great contest in the middle, and ball comes up here to Waller. Jack Waller with the ball as it gets checked in. Ball out here with Nathan Twisk. Down the back. So adjacent calls, you can hear the defence here, just calling the adjacent slides. So Waller picks up Briggs. Now with Keesing, kicks down the bottom. Fires and just misses, and Winnan throws that one past the cage, not upsetting the goalkeeper that time.
I mean, Cody would probably prefer Winnan shooting from there under pressure than out in front with nothing on his hands.
Well, he was right on goal line extended, wasn't he? And not much angle there, and he missed the cage with about as much angle. So Benji Newman, they did this before where the second slide came, and it looks like a plan to do that where they've want to slide that. Kento steps in, looks inside, little Briggs over the top. A little backhander, just had plenty of time there. Didn't realise just how much time he had there, I don't think, did Garrett. And throws that one straight over the top, but well worth the effort.
I actually spoke about that with Cody today. If a righty catches it facing the wrong way in the crease, he reckons he's expecting a backhand instead of the player to turn and shoot on their right.
Okay, so ball up the top with Kento. Well, we saw he's probably read the playbook then, because that's exactly what happened. Ball up the top here to Twisk. He's picked up by Capella. Just looking to get some space up here as they are. And if you're looking to get something into your life, like a bit of space like the North Eagles are looking to get as Winnan, get in touch with the 180 Finance. Get in touch with Chris down there on 180finance.com.au as the ball heads down the back on 0480 311 301. And he will look after you with all your financial needs. Ball inside roll, and a nice goal there from Simpson.
That was a textbook question mark.
It was. I'll tell you what, that put the dot in the question mark, that one.
There sure wasn't a lot of angle, I don't reckon either. He's gone the perfect little one hand on, bump,
So
put the hand on, turn, shoot.
Post. Oh, there's not much there, was there?
Not much. I reckon he's gone over. I reckon he's hit it over Cody's right shoulder.
Right shoulder, yeah.
Because he actually even got a bit of elevation on the jump shot.
So Simpson gets his second of the game.
He's dangerous.
Out to a 4-2 lead here are the North Eagles. And really not much, if they're shooting like that with little holes to shoot at and they're making them, they're certainly going to be well in this game. So ball back in the centre. Briggs up against, just missed the handle of the ball there. And that one's going to end up, even though it was a clean win from Briggs. And an opportunity here for Glenelg as the pass just tipped off the stick. As he put it back in. Sniper. Good hold there from Benny Robertson. Took a fair bit of body there. Looks down the bottom, steps inside. Haskett, he doesn't mind shooting up to Bartlett. Bartlett fires again. And Geordie Cox ready. Oh, little one-hander. There we go. That one's going to make the highlight reel.
Wow.
Wow.
Ben Robinson with a bit of magic there.
Benny Robertson.
Geez,
so it's been waved off here from an interference call.
What a save by Geordie Cox,
So a save here. Picked the ball up, throws, and...
one-handed, right-handed, as a left-hander.
There you go.
And Geordie Cox has still saved it.
He still saved it, yeah. Bit of razzle-dazzle. And great work there from Waller, just dispossessing Hutto Rob. And they're off to the races. So another one here to get 5 in the quarter. Looks down the bottom, fires. And that one's gone straight through the legs of Code. I'll tell you what.
He's seen it the whole way, and he's just...
Might
be the trackies, actually. He doesn't normally wear trackies. Might have inhibited the movement a little bit.
I was going to say, we see here on the replay, but, you know, ball gets stripped up from Hutto Rob. Waller gets down. No one comes. He got a big piece of it.
Textbook fast break.
And Waller.
Fake the pass, look off a little bit. Nobody comes. Shoot it yourself.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's the way the North Eagles would have written this one up. It's a 5-2 game, and we wouldn't have that long left in this first term. And they've been ball out of the centre, so Keesing with the opportunity and just being told to hold the ball. So limited time in the quarter, I'd say. As ball comes down the back here, Twisk. Tell you what, if that little question mark move is working, I'd be giving it another go, Brape.
Well, with limited time, 10 seconds, I'm hearing from the bench.
So, ball, shot has to come here. Twist, steps, and no goal. And that one just...
Probably wasn't much danger of going in on the right hand there anyway.
Well, I was going to say, that was shot about as hard as I ever shot a ball in my life there from Twisk. And
it was a lot further out than you normally shoot them from too.
It was. And it is 5-2 here on Lacrosse SATV. And we might just go and have a word for our sponsors.
LMI stands for Lender's Mortgage Insurance. It's an insurance premium that you have to pay to protect the lender against loss. Depending on your scenario, Lender's Mortgage Insurance could cost you anywhere from $5,000 and up to $40,000. Lenders require you to pay this mortgage insurance when the value of your loan is greater than 80% of the value of your property. Some clients, such as first home buyers or people in specific professions, can be eligible for an LMI waiver. So if you want to get into the property market with less than 20% deposit, call me to find out if you're eligible.
And back we come for quarter 2 here at the beautiful Glenelg Lacrosse Club under no clouds whatsoever, Braid. It's a perfect night for lacrosse.
It's beautiful. It's not too windy either, like it has been on the few women's games that have been out here previously. It's just beautiful weather for lacrosse, really.
As Nat Owens just steps up next to us, one of those women officials who's just at the top of her game.
Yes, officials now. We're all under the same
We're all
umbrella.
it's so good.
It's much better.
Now I don't have to say umpires and referees.
Exactly.
I can just say officials.
I can't get confused.
And
there's only one word.
And Nat's suffering from the coronavirus at the moment, I can see. But it's in a bottle.
It's not the worst. Not the worst thing to have.
It's not. And I tell you what else is suffering. The goal cage for Glenelg at the moment. Because there's been 5.
Net's getting a fair workout.
Get some work out here and might go through the goal scorers. Jesse Winnan with 1 in the first quarter. Braden Simpson with a couple and a beautiful question mark move. Just stepped around, no space whatsoever. Twisky just stepped down that first shot, just skipped off the deck and might have taken a piece of Cody as well.
No idea where it went, but it
Jack
went in the
Waller
back of the net.
Definitely took a bit of code, but I'll tell you what, the bit of code that it took, it ran off him and went over the line. And that's 5 for the North Eagles. And for Glenelg, we had Toddy Bartlett, who just looked like he wanted to pull the trigger. Pops one around, and then Brody Nickel got the first of for Glenelg.
Off a beautiful pass from Henry Haskett.
It was a great pass, wasn't it?
And let's not forget that Todd drew his own penalty to get that man up.
He did indeed. And back to the centre we go. And as I said, for all the dominance of Garrett Briggs, the Glenelg have certainly had a bit of ball use out of the centre.
Their game plan's been working exceptionally well.
So Briggs again wins the ball and picks up Keesing. So ball back up the top here to Jack Waller. And Jack Waller, he will kick the ball down to the back there to Simpson. And they will go about building on this score. And yeah, if you want to build renovations, get in touch with Traditional Group, traditionaltradvc.com.au on 83763639. And there we go. So I'm looking at this at the moment, Braid, and every shot has been a bounce shot. So they've talked about this.
It's a game plan, and the ground out here that I can verify from last week, it has dried up a bit since then, but the bounce is very variable.
So lots and lots of shots. As I said, I was speaking to Garrett Briggs earlier, and he said that it's really hard surface, even though it looks soft out here. And those bounce shots are working at the moment. As we see Jack Waller, he's working, just gets past Newman, looks to roll back, kicks it to Briggs. They've got Weber in there. He doesn't mind scoring a goal or two, and Winnan is picked up there by Rowdy.
Can't think of a pole I'd rather have in there than him.
Yep. And a ball down the back here. We see Twisk up against Capella. Twisk always going left. Capella needs to get on the hands. Looks up the top to Waller. Waller steps down. Bang. And that one's tink off the bar as it's run out of bounds. But first on over the outer side there. And we have another ball on the field. We're just going to have to stop for that to be escorted off. And it doesn't get escorted off. The boys just lost the ball there. So ball down the back. Briggs looking for a little two-man game here. Looking to work with Kenter. Keesing. Good work. So help callers for the goal. Good save there. So Cody gets on the board with a save and gets that one with the leg. So an opportunity here for Glenelg at a 5-2 down. They stuff out the first offensive set of the North Eagles that time. And Dan Evans just ran on. The short one was there. Cody just looked a bit longer and found the one coming off the bench there in Nickel. And ball comes down the back here. So Noah Haskett with the ball. Kicks the ball up here to Evans. Evans on the outer side. Picked up by Weber. Kicks it up to Nickel, who kicks it there to Rob. And Rob, with the myriad of left-handers they have on this side, just make the ball movement look really easy this side.
Seems like a fairly distinct difference in the way that Glenelg and North Eagles are playing. Glenelg are once again going to try to initiate from the top, whereas North Eagles have been doing it specifically a lot from the bottom, passing up through and then working for step-down shots, whereas Glenelg are looking to get those alley drives and move out to 45s for their potential step-down shots, or just on the run, kick it to X, get some cutters through. Just interesting to see the two different philosophies at work here.
Absolutely, as the ball gets down the back with a big drive here as Nickel throws that one over the top. He's come to play tonight. That's about the second or third time he's been able to get past his man and get on the cage. And
personally, I'm not surprised because he was lighting it up at sixes last weekend. He was on fire. He wasn't missing the cage. He was just popping them in easy, no worries. He's having a good run of form.
He is. Ball back up here to Rob. Rob looking for this little one. He's picked up Coyne. Coyne just pushes him around. Kicks the ball down. They normally rotate. Looks inside. Oh, just misses the shot there. But great back up from Robinson. But a really good cut there from Noah Haskett, who, as Tommy Polden just tries to put a bit of pressure on. He's got Nickel the other side. Looks up the top. Great pick up there from Hutto Rob. And Hutto kicks the ball back up the top. Here we go. Ball in the hands of Eag. He's picked up by Ollie North. Down to the sniper. Steps inside. Looks up. Not there. Rotates to the other side.
Oh, Dan Evans was naked there.
And just ran into the defender there, did Brody Nickel, rather than trying to go around him. Just ran, oh, got to move your feet. So ball on the ground to be won. And someone's just come through and cleared a pack there. We're going to have an unsportsmanlike here, I reckon. So let's see where this call is. And I reckon that's going to be on Paddy Gray. Unsportsmanlike 1 minute.
No, illegal body tone.
Illegal body, same thing. Just came through. That's old school lacrosse right there. Just, you know what, here we are. There's a big pack of players, and we're just going to clear it out. And because he was on the ground, I mean, that does take it into account. But ball up the top here. So an opportunity. Sniper just fires to the right. And look at the angle on that from one Braden Munn.
Ben Robinson loves that close top corner. And he hits it more often than not. So I wouldn't be surprised if we get another one.
So ball back up the top here with Keesing.
Looks like they're trying to give it to him almost.
Oh, through ball. Bartlett, he fires and pops another one away. And Toddy Bartlett brings the score back within 2. And that is in a man-up goal there. But Bartlett with his second of the game. First of the second quarter. And you can just see here the through ball as it sort of kicks down. They looked again to the sniper. Sniper looks through. Toddy Bartlett step down shot and nice shot opposite hip side.
That's the dream, really.
Hey?
Getting hands free and getting to have a ping at that off stick side top corner and hitting it.
It is indeed. And let's just, while they're setting here, I'll try and get online and actually might just have a look in a second once this face-off's done. But ball in the centre. Keesing up against Briggs. Keesing doing a good job. Just a little push off there.
Getting that muscled.
And a little love tap there from Ben. But a face-off win again. And Kath McCarwood says, hi Tony, Kath and I are watching live from Uluru. Well, must be nice and warm up in Uluru, Kath. Eagles Legends Day, Saturday 29th of the 7th. Celebrate the 30th anniversary of our undefeated State League Premiership. Our coach that year, Walt Carswell, is making the journey from New York City for the event, and along with Chief Dogs Chris Webber from Hull, Massachusetts, as a bonus. They will be playing Div 2 that day. Should be an epic day, Kath. Well, I'll tell you what, that should be an epic day, and can't wait to see Chris out as the ball turns over here.
Some great short stick D from Luke Keesing there. Picked his pocket.
And a flag on the play.
Picked his pocket.
No flag.
Picked it up.
Okay, getting wrong information here.
Run it down.
So good pick-off. So if Glenelg can get another one here, as Larwood just steps out. Okay, so beats his man. There does Noah. Looks inside. And it's about time that Benji Newman just finds his way up. He's done his job. Good work there. And, yeah, Luke Keesing, great pick-off there, wasn't it? Defensive work.
It's not often you can dislodge the ball, pick it up, and then run off in the same stride.
So ball up the top here with Rob. He's picked up by Harley. Ball on the outer side here. Haskett kicks it to Evans. Evans just looking to get around. Looks inside. Good knockdown there. Great little knockdown there.
Webber's probably not the guy to try to pass through.
No, and throws it back. That's not a great ball back. This one could come back with interest if he can pick the ball up. Or might be one in the rear there. No, let him play. Got a loose ball.
Yeah, I reckon he might have been on the ground there.
Yep. Oh, you'd almost play advantage there, wouldn't you? I know we can't, but
Tempting.
tempting. I mean, Evans did pick the ball up, and there was an opportunity, so they have there, as they were subbing there, North Eagles, and we see Rob up against Coyne. Looks inside. Oh, I tell you
He
what.
boarded that.
He is, if that's come out of a shotgun, ball coming long here. Winnan, he's good at this. Winnan's very good at this. The body position now around. He's going to have to get back. Steps up, steps down. Good save
good
there
save
from
by
Watts.
Cody.
And Jesse looked to go down to Simpson and fires the ball without looking. And there we go. Palmer brings the ball back in for Glenelg. So, again, Code not getting a full save in that first quarter. Just a couple in this second. So if Glenelg can get another one here and bring it back to 5-4, we've got game on with about 10 minutes to go in the second term. And Bartlett already with a couple for the night for Glenelg. Just getting a nice wide set here. Just inverting the shorty there is Rob up against Coyne. And Rob thinks he can get past, get some space, looks, fires, and that's a terrible pass over the top. I like the idea, but just execution a little off there, Bray.
Just need a little bit more poise and patience to kick it up to the next guy instead of trying to chuck a pass through the zone.
And Geordie Cox with the ball in his stick, and Dom Kildare's online. He said if they're bouncing shots, Cody has got to get forward to the top of the circle and shut that down. So
it's a good point.
Great point there from Dom Kildare, who spent plenty of years in the cage. Was also a really good left-hand attacker, just quietly.
It's funny how often they go hand in hand, isn't it?
Well, and he's donned the black and whites now, so one of the officiating crew did a good job out there today.
He's got pretty much all the skills in the book.
We saw a timeout just going to be had there, but I think Jack Waller was looking like, are you going to call it? Are you going to call it? The Glenelg players were sneaking up on him.
Just in the nick of time.
So ball is going to stay with the North Eagles, and as we were saying before, just looking to build some offense this quarter. And if you want to build roofing, guttering, carports, verandas, get in touch with the traditional group on tradvc.com.au, 8376-3639. Tell them that you heard it on LSA TV. Tell them Braden told you to get down there, and I'll tell you what, they'll look after you. Oh, they look after you anyway. They've been in business for a long, long time.
Look after everyone.
They do indeed. So,
you don't get to be around that long if you don't take care of your customers.
That you don't. And tell you what, very interesting point of the game right now. You think if North Eagles can get one here in the next 2 or 3 minutes and blow it out to 6-3. But Cody's come with a couple of saves this quarter, so he's...
I'll tell you what, Tone. North Eagles haven't lost a second half this year.
There we go. There's a stat you've been getting into the record books.
I have. I had a bit of a look through, and so you'd have to say that if North Eagles, given the fact that they win the vast majority of face-off possessions, it's really hard to peg back a lead, especially against them.
How have Glenelg gone in the last halves?
Glenelg have only lost one second half this year, and that was to North Eagles.
Well, there you go. So what you're saying, Braden, is if it's close at half-time, we could have an absolute humdinger on our hands.
Well, one of the teams is going to have to break history if they want to come back from being down at half-time.
Well, you know my favourite saying, Brave.
Oh, golden goal.
Well, apart from that, you know what? History is written every day by someone willing to pick up the pencil. And, you know, someone out here will pick that up tonight and write their history as the ball is in a really wide set here from the North Eagles as Kenter gets down. Looks to get to X and drag Henry Haskett. Good short stick midi D is Haskett, and he won't give you much opportunity down there. Ball up the top here to Waller. Waller up against Benji Newman. Just stretching him here, isn't he?
Looks like he might fancy himself for pace here.
And good work there from Newman. Newman, yeah, comes up, loses the ball. But where's his backup here for Glenelg? There was three North Eagles guys on it as Twist picks the ball back up. And then Newman, great job there, but the intensity to get on that ground ball was all with Glenelg. Great pick there as well. Winnan stops, and another save there from Watts. So he's found Winnen's measure at the moment.
Cody did look like he was significantly higher from the goal line than he normally is there, actually. So it looks like he might have subconsciously or consciously made that adjustment that it was suggested.
So an opportunity here for Glenelg. Steps in, pops, and there we go. One against the grain. And Dan Evans gets that one off a good save down the back. Plenty of the defence that really did push back there, allowed Keesing to get that ball out. Little transition from the bench, I reckon, there from Evans. And Evans just steps in, no real defensive pressure on that shot as he was coming down.
So they've had significant luck in taking shots against Geordie now. 3 of their 4 goals have come being on the move. So getting Geordie moving is the good way to seemingly sneak it past him.
Absolutely. So you get a bum steer here, mate, from the producer. I was all over you, but he's just... Hey? No. It's 5-4 here with about 7 minutes to go, and there we go. Keesing with a huge win out of the middle. Looks to go back, but Winnen just gives him a bit of a tap.
Little love tap.
Nothing in that. You wouldn't like to see anything like that called. not where this game should be.
No.
You know what, call the big ones, and I think the officiating crew have done a good job of that so far.
I've been very happy with the officiating for this first half.
And I'll tell you what, if Braid's happy, everyone should be happy. So ball in the goal scorer of Evans. Back down to Nickel. Down the bottom here to the sniper. Benny Robinson working his way around. Looks up, cuts in, steps up. And there's a matchup. That's the one we don't want to go through. Webber is all over Haskett.
Take him as far away from the ball as possible.
And stretch him out. And then kicks it to Eag. And Eag is picked up by Paddy Gray. And ball down here, just looked like he was going to overcommit there, but good work there from Polden.
They've given it to Ben under pressure quite a bit on that catch. That's 3 times now he's had getting hammered as soon as he's catching it.
And here we go. We got Evans up against Coyne. No, that's not Coyne out there. Sorry, Coyne's in the centre. So up against Briggs.
Webber.
So he's going to try and take Briggs, but they were already setting up for this. You look at Nickel down the bottom corner. 2 players seemingly in the same space there for Glenelg. I don't think that was drawn up as it should be. Ball back down the back here to Haskett. Haskett with the ball, gets Coyne, steps around on the left, just looking to over-rotate that left. Steps in, great in look. Oh, great pickup. Little tip off the stick. Pops to his brother, Henry Haskett, and not how that was drawn up, but I'll tell you what.
Bit of inside knowledge there, I reckon.
Stick got in the way, popped straight back up to his brother. So you see here, Noah steps down, looks down, cut comes to the backside, big tip there.
What a catch. He caught that on the full.
He's caught that on the full.
Wow.
Yeah, that's one when you know the game's going your way at the moment. Got a big tip there, and it went straight into the stick of Henry Haskett, who just took it in one step and popped that one away. He gets on the board for his first. It's 5 all here.
Caught it low on the run, then managed to have the composure while nearly falling over to bring it back high and stick it in top shelf.
So ball back in the centre. Good work there from Newman, just trying to negate Briggs' dominant in the face-off. And under pressure, but Briggs looks to get down and in. Little BTB.
Bit of hook in that.
Probably not the shot you take, as that's come out of the North Eagles stick. And that is going to be a loose ball push. And that will stay with Braden Simpson. So Simpson brings the ball in. Has Pat Palmer, who's been currently sunning in the, and that's a crease infringement. And ball will come out through the hands of, no, it's going over the corner there to Pat Palmer. Pat Palmer passes the ball to Watts. And looking to just overplay one side here. And little one, so the opening is on the right-hand side. Kicks to Evans. Oh, good out the back there from Bartlett. Nice look there from Watts.
Off the back foot, that. Quarterback-esque.
Yeah, and ball back down here to Haskett. He goes, where's Henry? He said, because if I get to pass another one to him, I'll take the assist on that, Noah says.
Worked out nicely the last time he drove. I reckon he might have a few more in him.
And ball in the hands of Evans. 5 all is the game if you're just joining us live and free on the LSA TV. and the ball down the back here, and given your, so Noah looks again, looks to feed, triple comes, got to move the ball, must be an open player here, but recovers really well, steps inside there, Bartlett, he's come to play, fires that one to the right of the cage, and just need to move that ball a little bit quicker when that triple comes there, break.
I like the shot selection though. Off the deck, it's definitely the way to go tonight.
So ball back up the top here. It's currently 5-all. Hutto Rob with the ball. He picked up by Twisk. Rob just throws the ball at the feet of Evans. And you know what? He made that look a hell of a lot easier than it actually was. So Evans up here. Steps in, looks inside. Oh, steps over the back. Bang, Haskett. He's got one back. I tell you what, that wasn't meant for him. But he's in the right place at the right time. And we'll see this on the traditional group. Young Real Estate Arena 42, 180 Finance. Watch this. That wasn't to him. That was to Hutto Rob in the middle, but right place, right time.
Tell you what, they're a good team when they're looking for each other in the crease.
They are indeed. And but again, you know, these little spots and getting to the right spot here at the moment, Bray. You know, that ball was meant for Hutto Rob in the middle, missed him.
It's back up,
it's gone
isn't it?
Straight to the stick. So, you know, they're in the right spots. And Noah Haskett gets on the board. And I tell you what, it's a 4-0 quarter so far. And ball won there by Briggs. Oh, as Dan Evans gets the grass monster there, just took his ankles out. I think Webber in the crease, picked up Keesing. And Webber staying in the crease, looks to try and get out. But ball, definite play here is the Longy in the crease. And he normally does get a couple of goals here, Shane Webber.
They're more in transition, though, I'd say.
Oh,
where
looks up the top core, and that is Twisk. Finds him beautifully on the middle of the crease.
Someone missed their defensive assignment there.
Watch that, but Jack Waller, what a great feed to find Twisk in the middle there.
Let's see who was on him. So Griff was on him.
Griff just
got
let
a
him
switch
go.
And he went
for the
there
slide.
was no two.
Did not really need to go that slide, did he?
It's a great job moving from Twisk in the crease there. Move one way, go the other. You know, get him a little bit shifty.
And Twisky gets his second of the game and first of the quarter. And that is North Eagles' first of the quarter.
It was a good finish, though, down and away.
Back out to a 6-all game.
Certainly playing their percentages. It's good to see both teams taking high-quality shots, putting the ball in the back of the net.
Absolutely, and I'm sure when they watch that replay, they'll talk about those slides and maybe not needing to slide there. Briggs again, just a great little inside to Kenter. Looks down the bottom, Twisk. He's already got good save there from Watts. Oh, a little kick.
Oh,
great kick there from Kenter. But outlet there from Watts. Another big save. So he's got Webber on his back here. Looks to fire. Not there. Now he fires left over the top. And Bartlett with the back up. I'll tell you what, the first shot was a good save. The kick off the ground there from Kenter was almost a little bit special there from Matt Samura. And Cody was well on the board there as well. Pops, and there we go. The goals are raining down here. It's a beautiful night. And we see Haskett there getting his second. That is Henry Haskett.
Would you believe, Tone, that he only got one rep of offensive 6-on-6 this week?
Really?
Yeah.
Well,
and then he pulls that out.
Well, he's saving it all. You know what? You only get 5 minutes of brilliance. Why waste them on the training track?
Turns out he doesn't need any reps. He can do it with none.
Okay. And I tell you what, if you need reps to which you don't have to deal with some of these reps, get in touch with Traditional Group, because you won't need a rep there. The guys down there will help you out with all your roofing, guttering, carports and veranda needs on tradvc.com.au, 8376 3639. Back into the centre. Little one there from Briggs. Just flicks someone out the back. Now, there's something you don't see very often. Webber missing a ground ball. Fires. Ball tipped off there from... that's tipped off of Braden Simpson's stick. That's
cheeky. That's what that is.
That was very cheeky. And you know what we're going to see? We're going to see Glenelg, who, and we were talking earlier about first halves, at the amount of scoring Glenelg do in the first half of games.
In the first halves this year, of the 78 goals they've scored in total, they scored 49 in their first halves, Glenelg.
There you go. And they've only lost one second half.
They've lost one second half all year.
North Eagles haven't lost any.
North Eagles haven't lost any.
So I'm just saying, this is set up for an absolute rip-snorting last half. if you're going to just settle back here, we're going to go and have a quick break. You're going to hear from our wonderful sponsors here on LSA TV, and we'll be back with the second half and some comments about the first half very, very shortly.
LMI stands for Lender's Mortgage Insurance. It's an insurance premium that you have to pay to protect the lender against loss. Depending on your scenario, Lender's Mortgage Insurance could cost you anywhere from $5,000 and up to $40,000. Lenders require you to pay this mortgage insurance when the value of your loan is greater than 80% of the value of your property. Some clients, such as first home buyers or people in specific professions, can be eligible for an LMI waiver. So if you want to get into the property market with less than 20% deposit, call me to find out if you're eligible. LMI stands for Lender's Mortgage Insurance. It's an insurance premium that you have to pay to protect the lender against loss. Depending on your scenario, lenders from $5,000 and up to $40,000. Lenders require you to pay this mortgage insurance when the value of your loan is greater than 80% of the value of your property. Some clients, such as first home buyers or people in specific professions, can be eligible for an LMI waiver. So if you want to get into the property market with less than 20% deposit, call me to find out if you're eligible. LMI stands for Lender's Mortgage Insurance. It's an insurance premium that you have to pay to protect the lender against loss. Depending on your scenario, Lender's Mortgage Insurance could cost you anywhere from $5,000 and up to $40,000. Lenders require you to pay this mortgage insurance when the value of your loan is greater than 80% of the value of your property. Some clients, such as first home buyers or people in specific professions, can be eligible for an LMI waiver. So if you want to get into the property market with less than 20% deposit, call me to find out if you're eligible.
And welcome back here to the half-time break here. We currently see Glenelg leading the North Eagles 7-6. Might just shoot through some goal scorers if you've just joined us. Bartlett with 2 for the game for Glenelg, Nickel with 1, Evans with 1, Haskett with 2, and Noah Haskett with 1. And on the North Eagles side, we see Jesse Winham with 1, Simpson with 2, Twisk with 2, Waller with 1. That is a 7-6 game, and just going off topic a little, just the officials tonight wearing some armbands, and just give a bit of a shout out to those guys. Gordon Cassetti was a USA referee, a lax ref, and who unfortunately took his own life not that long ago due to mental health issues. So they actually have bought out these great little armbands, and it says, take care of your crew. So big shout out to the boys out there wearing that. And just generally in life, in men's health as a whole, we've got men's lacrosse at the moment.
Absolutely.
You know, you never, even that, Braid, you know what?
There's always mates around.
I could come to you and have a conversation, as you should be able to do with all your mates, and not feel judged. So if you're feeling that way inclined, you've got some mental health issues you need to work through, get in touch with the professionals. They're very good at what they do.
They get paid for a reason, but, you know, someone else is never far away.
And a great thing it is there by Charlie Obermeyer, who has put these together. And Shane came and gave me one because we're mates, and he said he just wants to take care of the crew. So, you know what, make sure you do take care of your crew, and not just male but female as well. And, you know, you be there for the rest of our human kind, shall we say. Score updates for today, Braid. A couple of games that went on. We saw Brighton versus ETP, and Brighton getting a bit of a win there.
Bit of ascendancy, 25-6?
25-6, and I heard it was a bit of the Carter and Freeman showdown there. They might have got 9 points each.
It's not really surprising when you think about it. They have a bit of an unspoken connection, really.
They do.
A little wink or nod or look this way or the other, and they know exactly what the other one's going to do.
Nudge, and next minute it's in the back of the net.
Yep.
But I travelled out to beautiful Women's Memorial playing fields today to watch Sturt and Burnside up there. And Burnside were up 7-3 at one point.
Gee, they looked good early. Nathan Arscott had a fair hand in. He had 4 points actually today. He was pretty good, but yeah, Sturt put on a massive rallying comeback and actually ended up taking the win 8-7.
Tipped them 8-7, so just goes to show it's never over, and no face-off to start this second half. As oh no, we do have a face-off. I was just thinking maybe there was a penalty at the end of it. It wasn't. It was just a pass down the back.
Officials are just chatting.
Yeah, that's all right. We give them plenty of time with our media commitments,
no hurry.
And we are all ready to get this underway as they come back out on the ground. And we see here Briggs up against Keesing, and that's been a fascinating battle, Braid, in the centre.
Yeah, I mean, Garrett generally has it pretty much his own way versus everyone, but Luke's pretty much given it to him today as good as I've seen anyone give it to him.
So Glenelg getting 5 that quarter, was huge. And Cody with 5 big saves in that second quarter.
Yeah, I was really impressed with the way he turned it around after the first quarter, given that I still don't think he's seen the ball as well as he would like, but he's found a way to get his body in the way.
And Keesing wins another one. There's a flag down on the play here. Weber might have caught him. And ball over the other side, pops. Great movement there. Eag finds Noah Haskett on the back corner. And the penalty's going to stand with that one, as we saw the slash out here, I think that call was. He's going to get a 1-minute slash, is Weber.
That's a coach killer, that is. They generally tell you not to throw too many checks between the lines.
See here, the slash got called there, just to hit Luke on the back here.
What a pass from Luke Keesing here.
Little flip over to Eag. Eag down the bottom, and didn't Noah just like that a little?
Oh, that was great awareness from Noah. He could see the pass coming. He set his feet. He had his stick up ready, and he buried it backside.
So this face-off has been really, really quite competitive. But Briggs, that time, he says, well, you win one, I win one. Winning has the ball. Rowdy just pushes.
will be happy with that result.
Pushes up and doesn't want to cross the halfway here.
Not letting Jesse
Twisk
get a shot off.
Capella wide. And asking for the lock off there. So they've got Twisk with the ball. He's just going to run Capella around. And just almost a hold there, but just a check. So they've got him up top side. Just need to, and Nathan Twist, smart lacrosse player, is and there's a flag down. That'll be a push. And that might have been a moving pick there too, but not called. Ball over, and there's going to be a penalty here.
Yeah, slash, I reckon. Oh, no,
hold. No, definite hold. Got him just as he pushed off there, sort of hit him with that. That's that two-handed, almost that one-hand push-off hold that they've been calling. So
by the letter of the law.
So now we see Glenelg in a man-down situation. And North Eagles penalty released.
Just released.
And they got Weber out there as well in their man-up. So we used to see this at East Torrens a lot with Brady Langstruth up the top with a longie. And we know what it's like when you're taking a shot from a long stick. And ball down the bottom corner, just missed the handle there, did Simpson.
Yeah, I'm not sure if the pass was on the money there. It looked like it might have been behind him a bit.
And the box is about to clear here too. So if they can hold the ball and get the ball up, the box is cleared. Evans is on over the other side. Ball kicks down and Evans with the ball. And while there's just trying to get their offense in order. Why wouldn't you get your real estate in order? Get in touch with youngrealestatesa.com.au, 1300 768 573. Get in touch down there, and they will look after all your real estate needs as Glenelg go to look about their offensive needs. And that is Evans. Just picked up Waller. Still keeps on, looks inside. Oh, he has just got the Malachi crunch and whacked him on the ground. There's a flag flying there. There's another one going. It's Willing in there now. There are flags hitting the night sky everywhere here. Looks a bit like the fireworks going off at the Royal Show there, Braid.
Yeah, I don't reckon Weber's got much defence here. He did hit Dan. He was on the ground and the ball was nowhere near him.
So
I imagine Brody Nickel will probably have another one here. Yep, he's heading to the bench. I've been unsportsmanlike, 1 minute.
So we're going to have 2 1-minute penalties.
So
and we're going to be even, and Glenelg had the ball.
Nothing's really happening.
5 on 5 now. So now all it is a bit more space.
Oh,
so Weber.
It's like playing either side.
Weber whacking. I'll tell you what, Dan Evans was setting himself a task there, trying to get through those wall of defenders.
Not sure if he was quadruple or quintuple teamed there.
He wasn't. So, if you are watching our live stream, you'll see the penalty clock up on the screen in yellow there. New addition to our, as we see Evans again working against Gray. 5 on 5, that might be a bit high too. Evans gets around. Oh, there's another high one. Flag down again. And ball popped over, and a bit
Gray still on the
late
ground,
getting up there. Gray might have hit the ground pretty hard here. He's not getting up as quickly as he should.
Dan did almost fall on him.
And penalties, just got some whistles here, just stopping the clocks.
Cross-check to the neck would be a fairly stock standard one there, I reckon.
Yeah, so just getting a bit willing here, Braid. Maybe they heard your stat at just before half-time that neither of these have really lost the last quarter, apart from Glenelg with one. And they're thinking, how do we go about not losing it?
Well, I really like the initiative from Glenelg here. They've drawn 2 penalties now, coming around that bottom corner hard, and so now they're going to get 2-man up looks from it. They scored from the last one. They might score here again.
Yep.
And I think, I mean, one of the best ways to score goals is man up, and so if you can find a way to consistently draw penalties, may as well go at it again and again and again until they stop doing it.
Well, Evans is certainly putting that offensive pressure on Gray down there, and did get him high as he came round the corner there.
Tom Polden got him high, yeah.
Hit the ground, and then Tom Polden got him high.
And he stayed on his feet, kept going around and got another shot off.
Yep, so, but only the second one was called.
Yeah.
So only the one against Tommy Polden.
Yeah.
So at the moment it's going to be 5-on-4. Those other penalties will be released in about 24 seconds, and then there'll be about a 40-second differential in the second penalty. So, you know, can Glenelg get a score here?
Oh, you wouldn't imagine they'd try to work at 5-on-4, would you? You'd imagine they'd practice all their man up as a 6-on-5.
Yeah, but for the 4 zone, just working hard. I'm telling you that there's.
Well, they're happy to go for
have
it.
a
Why
shot
not?
there. So released.
Freelance.
So now we got 6. We got 6 on. That must be released. The other penalty, because those penalties, unless they didn't sit at the same time. So North Eagles now man down. So ball up the top here with Keesing. Keesing kicks it to the sniper. Up the top, finds Eag down the bottom. Down the bottom here to Haskett. Haskett back up here to Bartlett. Bartlett with the fake. Just starts the rotation. This is where they went last time. Little one around the back. Coyne follows. And ball kicked down. Looks down the bottom. Oh, that's a great feed. Dan Evans, we were right behind that. And the camera angle from Braden Munn was on the spot. Little through ball. They looked for that one down the bottom. They saw Todd coming. And you watch here on this on the Young Real Estate replay. He looked down, didn't see it. They both slid because that's where it came last time. And Noah Haskett down the bottom.
Oh, Noah's done a great job. That's 2 in a row where he's put his stick up. He's seen the pass coming before it's coming, and he's squared his feet, made sure he caught it clean, and quick sticked it straight into the back of the net behind the goalie.
And there we go. So out to a 9-6 lead here. And penalties are all released, so we're back to even. About 14.5 to go in the... seems like this quarter's gone a lot longer than that.
It's been a few stoppages.
So ball and one there from Briggs. So Briggs brings the ball down into offense against Keesing. That's been an enthralling matchup, Keesing and Briggs, Braid.
Yeah, all night. I mean, you'd say Briggs has had the slight edge in the face-off, but he certainly hasn't had it easy. And Luke stripped him down there in defence, so it's certainly not having it all his way.
And this is a good matchup here too, Twisk. Although Twisk just drops the ball.
Just teasing him a little bit.
Yeah, Twisky up against big Griff Capella. And Twisky already with a couple for the night. And that one's just fired wide. And that might be a Glenelg ball.
Oh,
as
Paddy
Palmer had
feeling fast.
I was going to say Palmer certainly had had about half a metre on him towards the line. Whether he was, he was closer to the line. So, and right on it, the officials there. So, and the ball is up and over. Good outlet, finds Haskett. And Cody just saying, look, maybe we don't need to run that clear. I'll just find the guy open on the backside.
Well, he's used to looking for Henry up by the halfway line. It's what all they did last week in sixes.
Well, it used to be Steve Mortimer breaking out of there. He used to hit Steve a lot. But ball down the bottom here with Haskett. So 9-6 is the score after North Eagles were out to a 4-1 lead in the first quarter.
And pegged it back, and they've looked very, very good ever since.
Oh, Haskett just steps around Cox with the ball. Great pick up there from Weber. Weber flicks it forward. Ball to be won. Winnan just still there to be won. Great pick up. Oh, nice roll there from Hutto Rob. Just, and then just throws it away. Just needed to take that little bit more time with that one. Great job there from Hutto Rob to under massive pressure straight away. And ball turned over. Great riding pressure there. Noah Haskett doing a great job. Little flick back. Winnan picks the ball up. And
Gee, stepped on the line there.
yeah,
but did
they had 3 back.
Yeah.
So no damage done there. Oh, that's he's got to watch that. Does Twisk? Might have been a little walking there with that pick.
Bit of movement going on.
But Winnan, and this is where Winnan seems to step. You know, in the past, Jesse loves to sort of just make something happen in these situations.
Just push the envelope a little.
And I'm sure he's certainly looking at that as Kento. And ball down the back here. So back to Twisk. Nice wide set here as Kenta picks the ball up. And a little one there, just trying to lock off the adjacents here and making Kento have to do some work, but finds the ball back down here to Simpson. Simpson under pressure from Palmer. Simpson looking to get inside and roll left or right. He's crafty from here, Simpson. He doesn't mind the, and there's a good check there from Palmer. And Simpson thought he might have had a bit more than that.
Brayden Simpson is very much a two-handed player, so you really can't force him one way or the other and feel safe about it.
So Twisk with Capella. Ball down the back here. Finds Briggs. Back up the top. So ball to Kenta. And he's got quick motors as Kenta. So they're certainly looking for him to move and do that. And
he stops on a dime.
Does. Oh, that's a through ball. That's good save there from Watts again. Ball back up the top. Needs to be won, and it is won by Twisk. Under pressure from Benny Robinson. Twisky just rolls out. Steps up. And Benny Robinson doesn't find himself down there playing too much defence.
Perfectly happy to expend his energy when he is there, apparently.
And I'll tell you what, expend your energy, because Young Real Estate are offering about a 1% discount off sale fees compared to market rate when you sell a house, saving you potentially thousands of dollars. And there we go. And Garrett Briggs, he's said, well, this job's not done. And I put one past Cody there as the ball comes back to the centre.
Posted him up and dunked it.
Just a little bit of white man can jump there.
Used his body and really bullied him here.
So Capella, Capella, for a big body, he's got to be stronger than that against a guy like Briggs. Just keep him out, just let him push back in.
Oh, Briggs is deceptively big and strong.
A little bit of dip and dunk there.
Yeah.
And Garrett gets his first of the game.
Finding a way to make an impact.
9-7, so ball in the centre. Good face-off contest. That's come off a Gray. That's going to be a white ball as the kick is out. And Luke Keesing will pick the ball up. As Garrett Briggs just gets nice and close to the camera. Not quite on camera, but I'll tell you what, he was on camera earlier this week with the Liv Parker on the SA Sports Show, and I believe that's going to be showing this week on the SA Sports Show on Channel 44, so do yourself a favour. There's a great check there from Tommy Polden, just working his way up, and needs to rotate that, and he does that back to Evans. So do yourself a favour, and both of the captains of the victorious SA Reds men's and women's national teams on for the SA Sports Show. And that will be fantastic viewing to see what they thought about the whole experience of winning a dual national championship, which hasn't been done for over 10 years for both of those teams. As Evans picks the ball up, and 9-7 is the score here. Down, picked up Evans, picked up by Twisk. Evans looks to drive, and this is where he's been drawing those fouls. As we see Larwood just pushing Hayden Eager around up the top there. Little inside roll, looking to get around. Evans, that might be a hold, but and a flag down. And Dan Evans certainly drawing those penalties on those bottom corners. If you're doing it all night, Brad.
It seems to be a game plan, and like I said, if it keeps working, you may as well go to it. Who needs the hold call when you can bounce it into the top corner, left-handed?
Just see here, gets around, gets up around the throat. There's the hold and the flag thrown.
I don't think that could have been any more into the top corner.
And Evans, certainly that's his second of the game, out to a 10-7 lead. But I tell you what, he's probably drawn 4 penalties there, and they probably scored out of 3 of them.
It's an efficient way to put goals on the board, which is all that really matters at the end of the day.
So Newman in with Briggs. Ball to be won. Great pick up there from Winnan. Winnan kicks it the other side here to Waller. Jack Waller picked up by Bartlett. Here's a speed race, these two. And Waller wins that one to start with. Looks to fire in. Briggs just fires. Cody Watts says, thank you very much. Outlet come and Code with another big save. Putting his name on at the moment as we see a shooting star out the back there. Don't know whether you caught that one, Braid, on the live stream, but a massive shooting star just above us. So maybe Cody made a wish that he wasn't going to put another goal in tonight.
But he was going to see one and make a stick save.
So, yeah, Briggs coming off a big screen there.
Tell you what, that was excellent midfield craftsmanship from Todd Bartlett there. He sees the shot coming and he breaks the other way. Cody hits him on a dime and just, perfect, textbook clear.
So, ball here with Rob, under pressure. Good work there from Jack Waller. And this is a good matchup. This is a good matchup. So Haskett, he doesn't mind shooting either. Winnan plays good. He's obviously played in a couple of Australian box sides, so used to playing that short stick defence.
You'd think Henry would try to beat him for speed here, probably.
Oh, looks the other side. Oh, little take there from Haskett. And he will get the backup, but good look there.
Body on the line, that brotherly connection.
I'll tell you what, it's been a bit of brotherly love down there tonight with 1 assist each.
Reckon they might go back to Henry here for a nice wing dodge.
Oh, nice cut there from Nickel. Just looks for the double, fires, pops. Good save there from Cox.
Off the deck.
So Geordie Cox getting his body in the way. And little bounce pass out to Jack Waller. And they will set their clear up here, the North Eagles. Currently 10-7 down. About 5 minutes to go in the third here as we see Jack Waller under a race here from Ben. Just looks inside, kicks it to Tom Polden. Polden, he's lucky not to wear a flag there just quietly. Just might have copped him on the hip there. But ball in the offensive end for North Eagles. And they just walking into offense here at the North Eagles.
Yeah, happy to just take the air out of it a bit.
Aren't they just? They've just, there's no urgency. There was no urgency whatsoever for that ball to be into their offensive end. We just saw Briggs, Waller, and I reckon it was Twisk, just literally walking into offense there. So Twisk with the ball now, up the top. Picks up Haskett. Oh, good switch. Nice look. Oh, nearly picked off. Looks down the bottom. Just the pass a bit hot. Capella needs to pick the ball up. Doesn't pick the ball up. Newman, he needs to pick the ball up. Someone needs to pick the ball up. And we're going to have a moving pick here. And that's going to be on Briggs. And the ball will end up with Glenelg. And Haskett will bring the ball back into offense for Glenelg. So Haskett, we've got about 3.5 to go in the third term here. Currently Glenelg up by 3, 10-7.
And a couple of offensive veterans on here. Luke Keating and Dan Evans subbing on for the tired middies who have just did a long defensive stint.
And the Glenelg haven't beaten the North Eagles in their last 3 minor round appearances, Brad.
No, they haven't.
And Coyne, he's trying to get, he's behind his man all the time. Just, again, they're looking for that one cross crease, aren't they?
Yeah, they are, and I don't blame them. It's been working.
Great pick up there. Fantastic pick up and a flag on the play here. As Kenta brings the ball down at pace. They're going to go, nice from there from Broad. Just keeping the, didn't want another penalty. So Simpson up against Palmer. Looking to attack the cage and just throws that one away. So they'll be in a man up here. And probably a, let's have a look, a slash for one.
Haven't seen too much of the North Eagles man up here, so this should be interesting.
So Brody Nickel getting that 1 minute penalty. And what an opportunity here for the North Eagles to try and eke this margin back. We see Weber again in this man up.
I mean, I can't really comment. I haven't seen him rip one from the outside, but I wouldn't be against it.
Oh, I'll tell you what, they're not going to get that up. Oh, I thought they weren't going to get that opportunity as that ball just found its way over the head. And they're looking at a little rotation here. Down the back. Briggs looking up the top. Oh, Weber took his eyes off the ball. And that's the way to wind down some time in your man up. So that's definitely what they're looking to do. They're looking at just trying to rotate the ball back. Winnan, if he gets a chance to get in, bang! And Winnan puts that up the top shelf and just rattles the cookie jar.
Why bother with a rotation when you can just do that?
As we see there, Jesse Winnan just stepping in and
ate the check, kept his body moving forward.
Right over the left-hand shoulder,
and,
I reckon.
Yeah, got his over the shoulder. Well, I mean, not down and away, down and or up and away, over Cody's shoulders.
And Winnan gets his second of the game. It's back to a 10-8 game with about 1:20 to go here. There'll still be no penalty released.
Jesse Winnan's not a man you want to let heat up, though. You don't want him feeling like he can put those in.
He can shoot a ball.
He's very dangerous because there's almost no limit on his range of where he can shoot it from.
Coyne picks the ball up. Great pick up there from Anthony Coyne. Just needs to watch his back. And he's under pressure, so just needs to not lose the ball here. And we're going to have a timeout called.
Definitely the right call.
Great call. I was about to say there's a timeout coming here, and timeout was called. So offense with about a minute or under a minute to go now, probably in this third term. Glenelg leading 10-8. If they can get another one in this little timeout, it's well worth the. You know, I don't necessarily like using them in the third quarter. It's always good to have them. But you know what? If you can get one here on a timeout, bring it back to 10-9. As we know, the last halves have been pretty even with these teams not losing them. So
they have. The teams that have managed to get leads have generally kept them. The counterpoint to using the timeout here is that with how good Briggs is at winning it out the face off and generating an extra fast break, if you can get one here, you might get another one.
Yeah, true. And then if we tie it up, we could go to what I love, and I know we've got another quarter, and it's calling it early. Oh, but a little bit of golden goal never goes astray on Lacrosse South Australia TV. And I'm sorry I can't get to your shout-outs because my phone's gone flat. And just on that, Braid, North Eagles won by 3 last time. So really Glenelg need to win by 4 to gain the tiebreaker if even on points. So so there you go. So that comes into play too, because there's a difference between playing 1 and 2.
Well, I think Cody actually spelled it out for me the other day that the way that the tiebreakers work, if Glenelg...
Save for there from Watts again, as you were just talking about him.
If Glenelg win tonight, they... Yeah, Cody, you don't have to appeal for it. We know that the whistles went.
And you know what? You've got to be careful with that because the whistles are gone and the shot went. And could have been an unsportsmanlike there. We've seen it before.
It's happened.
I'm
just glad they did.
Just waved off. I'm glad it is too. The game doesn't deserve that.
No. Yes, but I believe that the way that the games have shaken out so far, if Glenelg win this game, they're locked into the top 2.
Okay.
They can't finish third. We went through all the scenarios.
Okay.
If they win tonight, they're locked into the top 2.
Which then would mean...
Gives them a lot to play for.
Okay, so head-to-head on the tiebreakers, and then it goes down to goal difference. So whatever's happening, it's the top 3 are pretty close, and Woodville aren't far behind that.
Oh,
a couple of games.
I mean, you
We're
look
at a
at
bye today, so, you know, you get a win for that.
you look at the top 3 teams' goal difference, and it's a stark difference to Woodville in force. But you know, we're significantly ahead of everyone else in goal difference.
Yeah, so goal difference in those games. So yeah, speaking of differences, we were about to make a difference with our sponsors.
LMI stands for Lender's Mortgage Insurance. It's an insurance premium that you have to pay to protect the lender against loss. Depending on your scenario, Lender's Mortgage Insurance could cost you anywhere from $5,000 and up to $40,000. Lenders require you to pay this mortgage insurance when the value of your loan is greater than 80% of the value of your property. Some clients, such as first home buyers or people in specific professions, can be eligible for an LMI waiver. So if you want to get into the property market with less than 20% deposit, call me to find out if you're eligible.
It does hang on this game.
And there we go, as we were just speaking off thing. So effectively, yeah, North Eagles beating Glenelg by 4 last time. So Glenelg holding the tiebreaker over Brighton at the moment. Glenelg would have to get 4 goals minimum to lock themselves in if they win this. But if they lose this, then they could finish as low as 3rd. So here we go. And Garrett Briggs is certainly going about his way to make sure that happens. So it is 10-8 as we start the 4th quarter here, live and free on LSA TV. And North Eagles with the first opportunity in this 4th term to get one back. And wouldn't they, they would have talked about that. So this one here, they love going here. They love that little going cross crease and little feed over. Ball down the back here to Briggs, up the top. Just made Jack Waller work for every second of that. Kenter just dodging, well, walking into a dodge. I was going to say, he's still going quicker than I ever did, but...
trying to bait Henry into a misstep, and he stayed with him the whole way.
So Waller with the ball, Jack Waller. A great job there from Benny Newman. Just ran the defence. Needs to be an out, needs to find an outlet here. And does in the case of Luke Keesing. And Griff just needs to look up. And need to give the ball back. And he does that to Henry Haskett as the defence just gets back over and onside. A good job there from Benji Newman to just dispossess Jack Waller there and put themselves in an offense. He's played well tonight too.
Yeah, he's been good, and I was particularly impressed with the composure after he took the ball off of him to you know, have a look upfield, nothing there, roll back, find the open guy, and then just go for the slow clear.
So ball up here, that's a terrible pass, and Webber, he doesn't need an invitation, does he? He's already got 1.5 meters on his player. Someone's got to get to him because he will fire that. Great save again from Cody Watts. And a ball up the top. He's got a man on his back here in Kenter. Ball to be won, down on the ground, and great pick up there from Nickel. Oh, that one's taken high. No, just deemed going down as he did that. And ball is back in the hands of the North Eagles.
If you know you're going to get pushed out of bounds, do you just throw it long?
You just go it long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Todd was trying to draw the penalty there.
Yeah.
You know, he just went a bit low at the knees, trying to draw a high one, but wasn't there. And
the old Joel Selwood.
Yep, plenty of that about that. Look on the bottom corner here, and so ball back down at the bottom corner for the North Eagles. And a little bit of settle just comes on. So here we go. Right up against Palmer. Palmer looking to roll inside. Nice stick there from Palmer. Great job, dispossesses. And ball to be won. Out the back, out the front. Ball definitely needs to be won, and it is won. And the sniper, tell you what, he had his sights set on that.
He's got a knack for picking up contested ground balls. Ben's great.
And there it is in the middle. The ball opens up kicks it to Cody. Cody looks up and outlets, and very rarely misses the outlets. And ball comes in the hands of Newman. And ball kicked down here. So a bit of up and back at the start of this fourth quarter for both teams. I'll tell you what, a bit up and back. That happens at the Arena 42. They have come on board as one of our quarter sponsors. And they've also donated $5,000 worth of netting, which we use for box court, and donated to clubs for end nets. And Arena 42, sorry. They have an inflatable world up there, Bray. We might go up there after this game.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't want to pop it, but I'll be happy to watch other people have a go.
I'll tell you what, Brody just throws the ball up, and I'm glad the sniper can catch. Yeah, so get to Arena 42. They're going to be hosting the Indoor Lax seasons, I think, for the North out here. And they're at 42 Famishon Crescent, Modbury North. So they also have action sports down there. So, and also a gym. So if you're that way inclined, I try to keep out of them, Bray, myself.
Lift a few weights. Been partial to it. I've heard it actually helps.
Really?
Oh, well, I mean, I've heard things. I've yet to.
Sniper fires, and the sniper goes low. And just as we're talking about gyms, I reckon he just lifted some heavy weights there, because he looked like he lifted Kenta.
I reckon he's dinked it straight off the bar.
Look at this. He just muscles Kenta. He's obviously been at the gym.
Been in the weight room.
Steps down, pops, and
dink straight off the bar.
Off the bar into the back of the net. And Robinson gets his first of the game.
You can see why they give him the nickname Sniper, don't they?
Well, I gave him that. And why wouldn't you?
Why wouldn't you when he can do that?
When he has sights like that. Yes. So it's 11-8 here. So ball back in the centre. Briggs wins the ball out. And that's been a fascinating contest in the centre there. If that sets up anything for the rest of the year, that's going to be really good to watch. Because Garrett, I mean, you go back to that state tournament, he was dominant for South Australia.
He was. Nobody could come close all week. I think I saw him lose one singular face-off against WA for the whole game.
Yep. So ball down the back here.
And, an interesting caveat for that face-off matchup today is that Henry Haskett's been locking off Weber on the wing. So they actually sort of come as a duo, that face-off tandem.
When just Capella just allowed his man to get through, looks inside, ball to be won. Oh, great backing up there.
What a pickup.
That was a great pickup on the backside there. And fantastic there from Jack Harley. Just right place, right time, and
had his momentum going the right way. He was cutting anyway.
Off the stick, and that reminds me of that other one that tipped off down here before with Henry Haskett. And you saw what happened there. They went on a run of about 3 goals at that point.
I guess it just shows, you know, if you're making the right moves, the ball will fall your way more often than not.
So Harley on the board for the North Eagles in this fourth quarter, and that's 1 goal apiece in the fourth. Brings it back to an 11-9 game with about 13 and a half to go here on LSA TV. We hope you're enjoying the coverage live and free as the ball back into the centre. And Weber just starting to get his dominance, but Luke Keesing picks the pocket, just needs to pick the ball up as he does. Kicks the ball down, so numbers coming through here. Newman just taking his man down to offence there. And I think there'll be some substitutions as we see Henry Haskett and Ben Newman hitting the box. And we'll see Hutto Robb and Dan Evans come on.
Lefty and a righty. Like to keep it even.
So, and we saw Dan Evans, you know, in that last quarter draw plenty of attention and flags from driving those bottom corners as Polden steps in. Nice little two-man game had there. Great work there from Tom Polden. Just needs to pick the ball up now as he kicks it backwards, and ball here to be won. No possession, so that should literally be over and back. And North Eagles looks inside. Oh, just misses the handle there.
Tom Polden's dispossessed a few people tonight. He might not be the guy that they should drive through.
Well, Braid, there was no possession given there at all.
I wouldn't have thought so. I didn't hear it.
Ball went back over, so yeah. So ball in the stick of North Eagles either way, because it would have gone that way anyway. North Eagles with an opportunity to drag this back within one goal. And I think Garrett was a little disappointed with that pass back to him in the centre, because they had a 2-on-1 opportunity in there.
I think he would have liked a nice little step down there with nobody anywhere near him.
So Kenta takes the ball out the back here against Bartlett. Little one going right, and just doesn't go on with those drives, does he, Kenta? Just with the pace he has in his feet, you'd like to see him at least take that just a little bit further. And I'll tell you what, here's a good matchup. Evans against Briggs.
Couple of balls going at it there.
Oh, and Twisky got away with one in the first one of the game.
But, probably a bit too far out for that one.
But that one there, Cody's he's got his sights set now. Oh, that's what I was going to say.
Took him a while to warm up, but he's there now.
And ball down the bottom corner, and checked in. And where's your thoughts at the moment here for the arena? 42 player of the game, Braid.
Oh, wow. Honestly, I couldn't say at this point. I think there's probably plenty more contributions to come that could really decide the fate of this game one way or the other, that could sway my vote. But I think Noah Haskett's been great finishing on that backside, you know, working with Henry really well. Henry's been excellent through the midfield, blocking off Shane. Luke's been great, you know, getting possession, and then, low to low, good shot.
And we're going to have a whistle here, which means someone's gone in the interference.
So
or a push.
Glenelg will get it back.
So they're those ones you want to just not get the attention of the official, because they were off and heading down to their offensive end.
It's really been an all-round contribution from both teams, I think. It's just great team lacrosse.
And ball back up the top as Tommy Polden looks like he's just about to stab him with it with that sword. Might have gone a little high there. Ball back up the top. Rob with the ball. Just gets past Waller, steps inside, kicks it back here to Keesing. Keesing back over to Rob, down the back.
Nickel with the ball against Twisk. He probably fancy himself here.
Oh, the slide comes up the top. No, nearly picked off there. And Webber, he's come to just give him a little bit of love and attention down there. Luke Keesing, having played in a few Australian sides, has had that attention before. There's going to be a penalty. That's going to be a trip. Ball still in play. Looks up. Oh, the sniper missed it. And he's going to wear a 1-minute trip there, I'd say.
Glenelg were actually subbing right then. Brody Nickel, I think, come off. Wore a big one down there.
So 1-minute slash there to Shane Webber.
That would have been a huge change of momentum if Glenelg managed to score 5 on 6 and then went man up.
So, I reckon, I'll tell you what, man up, I reckon it's just dropped about 5 man degrees, because it just is really started to weather.
Well, I can see all my breath. So
just came in. Oh, there we go. Sniper in that bottom corner again.
He's well and truly dialed in tonight.
And the sniper gets another one.
He's found his spot, and he's going to keep going to it by the look of it.
He just screened, used the screen here, didn't he? Just had the screen come out and Walsh and popped it down low right-hand side, and he knows that spot.
I've seen that replay before.
I think that's
Pretty sure that's exactly what he did last time.
Day and Javu.
Oh,
it is. So he gets his second of the night.
You're throwing fancy French words at me, Tony.
Well, it's better than
Look at this. Henry Haskett doesn't know what to do with himself. He's been locking off Shane Webber all night, and now he's nowhere to be found.
So Haskett on the wing here by himself. Ball to be won. Briggs under pressure. And North Eagles now with about 7.5 to go in this fourth quarter as the penalty just releases. That was a quick penalty.
It was, surprisingly.
Very quick penalty, surprisingly. Unless it was called a 30.
30 seconds.
Oh, okay. So, ball in the hands of Twisk. Go, Capella just gets... oh, there we go. Nathan Twisk, and I tell you what, Capella, a couple of times down there, he's been slow tonight in reacting to that dodge.
The change of direction.
Watch this, Capella had him, just went
slipped
really,
a little bit.
No, just slow. And,
no. Twist slipped a little bit on the turn, and then come back. And why bother putting in your right hand when you can do a little backhand over the shoulder?
I'll tell you what, Griff might need to get some panel beating on that grill as well, given the fact he's given himself one. Yeah, unhappy with his effort there, Griff, but he'll be better with that for the next one. So 12-10 is the score. About 6:40 to go in the and you can see here again. And ball to be won. And that is won by Briggs. So Briggs brings that ball into offense. Has Keesing on him. And ball kicked up here to Waller. It's almost like a bit of a quiet calm coming over the game here, Brad.
It's
just got a little bit of a... All of a sudden, it's just about to heat up, I reckon.
Oh, that'd be nice, given that it's dropped quite a few degrees and I can see my breath.
So
making it hard to see the
down
screen.
The back here with Twisk. He's done it once.
He's
done it once.
There.
I figure, you know what, if I could do it once, I could do it twice. And why wouldn't you take that off? A little pick had there. Ball up the top. Just need to move the ball. Twisk again with the ball. Kicks it down the back. Finds Briggs. Code's asking for the one. Kicks the ball up the top. Over there to Harley. Harley kicks the ball. Dunks the ball in the middle. Good defense there. Great defense there again from Newman. Ball with Keesing, and Keesing will just give it to Watts, and Cody will start to work this out. Now they've dropped too low here, have the North Eagles in this ride, and they haven't picked Haskett up in the middle. Haskett's still sitting there by himself in the middle.
Probably give it to him.
And I'd probably give it to him because he'd probably outrun Jesse Winnan just quietly.
Every day of the week.
If he swings one here on the back, oh, that's offside.
That'll do it.
And there will be a flag down here for offside.
Excellent throw by Gowdy.
And I tell you what, the other side though from Abbott was better. I tell you what, Gowd's had it, but Abbott said, no, that's not the way you do it, mate. Here's one for the night sky. So opportunity here, it'll be an offside, so if they can score, penalty will be released. And penalty will be waved off there. And we see Dan Evans with another one.
That was pretty similar to the swim and then dip and dunk that Henry scored before. Might be they're learning.
So here we go. Kicks it over here to Evans. Evans just drives on the short. He gets past him, squares the hips in. That's what I like to see
over the shoulder.
Any attacking player. When you beat that man, square your hips to the goal because he's always going to be behind you. And the only thing he's got to do is foul you on the back. And out to a 13-10 game here with about 4.5 to go in the fourth quarter. And we see Evans come to the wing after scoring that goal on Weber. Ball back in the centre. We've got Keesing, who's done a great job in the face again tonight against Briggs.
I can only think of one, maybe two fast breaks that Luke's allowed.
And that one's not going to be one, and he's going to get one coming back the other way himself. So Glenelg certainly holding all the cards here at the moment.
Luke's feeling good in his abilities today.
So I reckon they've broken pretty even in their face-off endeavours tonight.
Absolutely, Luke's. Anytime you can go 50-50, give your team.
Todd Bartlett, he doesn't ever need much to. He's just nailed Geordie Cox there with a shot. Ball picked up there from Brody, just throws it straight back in, and we are going to have a. What are we going to have here? Oh, timeout. Timeout called as he picked that up. Well worked timeout. Excellent timeout from the coaching staff there at Glenelg. Just knew that wasn't going to be anything good.
But a turnover.
Other than that.
Yeah.
And called the timeout. And they will take possession. It is 13-10.
Get a little
and,
break.
Arena 42, I'll tell you what, I'll go for a little break. Arena 42. They've got an inflatable world. They've got action sports. You know, not so much the gym. You can go to the gym, Braid.
Wow.
But and they're hosting the indoor lax.
Sounds like a ball of fun, really.
Hey, I tell you what, just going to Arena 42 itself sounds like fun.
Well, I mean, they've got
a place I'd want to be.
Got some cricket nets there, those too, don't they?
They are.
They've got a variety of things.
And they are. They will be found at 42 Famishon Crescent at Modbury North, and with a couple of lots of netting as well.
It's lucky that their name happens to coincide with their address.
It's almost like that was planned. But yeah, just to give you a bit of a heads up, so you know, we've got probably 250 to 300 metres of 4.5 metre high netting, which you know is going to go to the box and also donated to clubs. An email will be coming out to clubs with it very soon. So if your club is interested, get in touch with your committee and we can get them there.
All right, as we get back to the action here, we see Dan Evans down in the back corner, and they will just try and take some time out of the clock here. You wouldn't
go too hard to the goal.
No, but you might potentially see the tiebreaker is here, mate. So they need 4 goals to even that tiebreaker up.
I think you'd probably just be happy getting the win.
I'll tell you what, there's a bit of razzle-dazzle going on down here too. And Bartlett, he's faked that ball, still got the ball. Coyne didn't fall for that. And the sniper with the ball up against Tommy Polden. So Polden just letting him know that he has a long stick.
Happy to throw some checks.
And there's a stall call on. Now I was speaking about this the other day, went over to the Worlds, and there was a fair bit of this stall that went on. I'll tell you what I'd love to see. I'd love to see a 45-second shot clock initiated when the stall call goes on.
It only seems reasonable.
I know I said that, Braid. I said shot clock. I know they got mentioned many times in the World Championships, but I would love to see when the stall call on, a 45-second shot clock from the time the stall goes on to make people attack the cage. Because sometimes this, and look, we've all used it as coaches, but I tell you what, it's we want the game to be very attacking and very up and about, and coaches will use it to their hilt. But,
and personally, I'm thrilled with the scoreline tonight. 23 goals in a high-octane game of lacrosse. Just fantastic viewing.
So we've got about 3 minutes to go. That's a long time to keep the stall out. And just on the ground here is Bartlett, and he might wear a flag there, as you can't push him when you are on the ground.
That was silly.
Yep. So right on that, Bartlett had slipped over. And instead of just...
probably just let him stand up.
Probably let him stand up and push him out of bounds as he's standing up would be the better play. But instead, literally just pushed him in the back and gets a 30-second. And the stall stays on.
Going to make it very hard for them to push out and get the ball back a man down.
So do they try and tie up this... tie up? So the man up opportunity here for Glenelg. Wouldn't be beyond them to try and put one in the back of the cage yet.
Todd Bartlett's
and there's a man that would certainly fire one. And little one over there just drops the ball at the handle there. Kicks it to Rob. Rob down the bottom. Kicks it over to Evans. He's in no hurry whatsoever as the man up happens and gets cleared. And ball is, stall is still on. And gets through. Ball hits the ground. Ball to be won. It's come off a North Eagles foot.
Tom Polden has
Luke
been
hasn't. And bang! As quick as that, down the other end. That was a good trail check there from Keesing on Waller, but Waller able to hold his nerve. Little bounce pass through there to Simpson.
All started in the back end by another dispossession by Tom Polden.
Little bounce pass there and a great 5-hole there. And Simpson gets on the board with that one.
Just a bit of poise and polish from Braden Simpson there.
But that's how quickly you can, Glenelg obviously, there's limited time to go in this one now. I mean, but it's going to be a 2-goal difference. It's 13-11. They've stopped the clock here. But yeah, limited time in getting that ball down, but going very defensive in your mindset down in the offense when you've been good all night, and I get the play. You're trying to take some time out of the clock, but even to be really attacking, you turn the ball over there. offensive, because your mind's not in a, it's in a defensive mindset. They go down and score, and back to a 2-goal game here at 11-13.
Yeah, I'm not sure that's exactly what they sort of had drawn up, because Keesing tried to get through, and you know, Ben didn't have the opportunity to go high because of the stall, so he's sort of caught between the restraining line and a double. It's not exactly what you want, but like you said, they were 3 goals up. It's probably the right move.
Yeah, I mean, they win. You end up winning the game. You tick that box.
That's the most important part. Take care of business. Control what you can control.
And again, limited time in this game. And they'll be looking for a fasty here. That's what they'll be looking for. They can't do anything else.
And so we've got Henry on all the way down the defensive end, and same with Benji Newman.
So
Luke just trying to hold him
Luke
up.
just trying to hold him up. So ball, and there'll be a shot coming here. They get an opportunity to get a shot here, and ball out the back, and that's off a North Eagles stick. That'll be, oh no,
Apparently not.
and that is going to be the game anyway.
Doesn't really matter though.
Doesn't really matter as the time runs out here, as it went over, and we see Glenelg run out winners 13-11 here, and the scoreboard just hasn't updated, but 13-11 is the end score, and Glenelg getting a very interesting win, something they haven't done in a minor round game against the North Eagles.
No, not in.
They won in the finals.
Not in quite some time.
So and certainly, I mean, player of the game. I mean, you go across the board. I mean, I look down here. Luke Keesing was exceptional in the face there, but so was Garrett Briggs. They probably evened each other out, and Garrett in a losing side. Toddy Bartlett came in and out of the game. Benji Newman, a couple of turnovers, was good. Henry Haskett was good on the wing here. Dan Evans was very good in drawing some things. You know, Cody ended up standing up in the cage when it mattered.
Cody, it took a while to get warm, but you know, that's understandable given the temperature. You know, but he got there in the end.
Braden Simpson with 3 for North. Twisky was good. You know, I thought, yeah, look across the board. That's a really hard one tonight.
Personally, I'm going for Henry Haskett. He took every wing here. He negated Shane Weber for a huge chunk of the game, and he had 2 himself. Gave a couple to Noah.
Well, you know what? I'm going against you, and I love Benji Newman's game tonight. I reckon he had good. 3 big turnovers down in the corner. Shall we split the difference, bro?
What's splitting the difference?
Get both of them.
Oh, why not?
Have a chat with both of them. So yeah, I think for me, Benji Newman took those face-offs as well. And certainly
he did. He put in a lot of work all night.
Held up Garrett. And I think a couple of those turnovers, especially on Waller here, when the game was on the line, 2 goals, he turns it over in the last quarter.
Waller tried
they go down, they score.
Waller tried to drop the shoulder in. Benji came back a bit, check around the body, picked it up, had the composure, got a good clear out of it.
And Benji Newman, yeah, so we'll probably split it tonight, Henry Haskett and Benji Newman. But I tell you what, as you would have had down here as a blanket over it, because it's getting quite frosty down here.
It's very
I'm glad
chilly.
I bought the gloves. And you bought the fingerless gloves, mate. You bought the 80s gloves. I used to wear those, I reckon, in the nightclubs when I wanted to be, you know, when a bit of Thriller was being played back in the day.
They're work gloves.
They're work gloves?
Got to still be able to pick up the tiny little screws, you know?
Mate, you know what I do for work? I drive. So these are my driving. No, I don't have driving gloves, just quietly. Yeah. So all I need is Miss Daisy now, and I'll be all right. But yeah, very interesting game. I might go through some goal scorers while we're just waiting to potentially get a couple of the guys over. So for let's go to the North Eagles first. We had Garrett Briggs with 1, Jesse Winnan with 2, Braden Simpson with 3, Nathan Twisk with 2, Jack Waller with 1, and Jack Harley got 1 late there. Just great little cut through the crease.
Probably one of the best goals of the game.
Ended up just grabbing it in the crease and popping it away. And then on the Glenelg side, we had Todd Bartlett with 2, Brody Nickel with 1. He started the proceedings. Ben Robinson was really good too. He had a couple. Dan Evans with 3. Henry Haskett with a couple. And you know what? Noah Haskett. Didn't mention Noah tonight, but Noah Haskett was very good tonight. He ended up with 3 as well and a couple of assists. So
I was very happy with Noah's game tonight.
Noah was very good. So, again, probably plenty of people who were unlucky not to get over here having a chat, Braid. As we just come out the front.
Get all the cords. Don't want anyone tripping.
All right, and as we just get ready, and Braid, he's left his job to do that. So I'll start with you, Henry. Had a job tonight, obviously on Weber on the wing. That was obviously a pre-planned thing.
Yeah, well, Shane and Garrett are two, great players. So obviously coming over from America, but yeah, Shane's sort of a game changer. So
yep,
figured I had to put a bit of attention onto him. So
and a little bit of attention there. You and your brother seem to have a bit of chemistry tonight, mate.
Yeah.
I think he passed one down the bottom corner and it came off the tip of the stick into your stick and without missing a beat. And then you tried to feed the Hutto Rob in the middle and missed him and hit Noah on the backside for one. So just giving it to each other.
Well, yeah, we haven't really passed to each other at all ever. So it came out tonight. Just one thing. Getting open, Noah gets open really easily, so easy to find.
And Benji, great game tonight. A little bit of face-off work there with your compatriot in there, Luke Keesing, just giving him a shutout. But what I was really impressed with, you had 3 big takeaways tonight, and none better than the one on Jack Waller late in the game there, where you're 2 goals up, he drives to the cage. Take the ball off him, you go down and score. You must be pleased with that.
Yeah, it was pretty good. I mean, Jack was always pretty good. Good righty. I just did what I have to do and push him hard when he got the ball. That's pretty much it, yeah.
And you really look like you're working into this state league game and picking it up really, really quickly and starting to really dominate there with the quick feet.
Well, yeah, I have to keep up the lead with these boys. So it's always good.
And that guy in goals doesn't yell at you too much, does he?
Not too much.
Good, because I'd throw the ball back at him if I did. But on a serious note, great win for the club. Coming into this game, I said North had your measure over the last 2 years in minor round games. I don't think you'd beaten them. I think you were 3-0 in minor round games.
Yeah.
Beat them in the final last year, so good to get that one over the line.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
I had to get one back, dropping one to Brighton. So
and as I said, we were talking about the best players tonight. The Arena 42 player of the match. Literally, as it's dropped about 5 degrees here, we could have put a blanket over that tonight.
Yeah.
Because it was a really good team effort.
Yep.
It was.
Yep. And other than that, now you effectively potentially tie up second spot, depending any results, by getting beaten by Woodville in a couple of weeks. You never know. But must be really pleased with that effort.
Yeah, just got to keep doing what we're doing.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yep. Very happy with that.
Love it. All right. We'll let you go and cool down. Warm up.
Yeah. Cheers.
And but great game tonight. Henry Haskett, Benji Newman, fantastic job, boys.
Cheers,
and
thank you.
we wish you all the best for the rest of the season.
Thanks, Tony.
And go and get them.
See you in a couple of weeks.
We'll do. I will look forward to that. Yes, as we just start to wrap up here, Brados, and as the boys just go and do their thing and warm down.
Getting a little bit of love from the crowd, understandably.
Was a really good match here tonight, though.
I was thrilled. I think it's the best state league game I've watched all year, personally. There's a lot of back and forth, North were up early and Glenelg pegged them back to be, up 1 at half time, pretty much even. Anyone's game from that point. And they really stepped it up. They figured out what was working for them on the night, driving from X, drawing penalties, looking for people cross crease, particularly Noah. And they stuck to their guns and it worked for them. And it's just beautiful across.
And on that, you know what, you've now seen North Eagles and Glenelg share that.
Mm.
You've seen Brighton and Glenelg share their games. I said the one on the 12th of August between North Eagles and Brighton becomes a really big match now.
Well, given that it ended up as a 1-goal win last time, I mean, it was already, booked in to be a good spectacle. And, gee, now there's a lot riding on it. So it brings even more pressure into it.
And it only is going to be better because it's going to be live and free on LSA TV that night. We've actually got a double header that night, so I don't know how we do that, but we've got to logistically got a double header. We will have a Sturt East Torrens up at the Sturt Lacrosse Club.
Are we splitting up the dream team? Are we, Tony?
Well, I don't know, mate. We might have to find a
some sub-ins.
Sub-ins, and we might, I don't know, both of those games are going to be good. I tell you what, though, I think the Brighton North Eagles game will be a cracker with what will be on the line, because technically the loser of that game could play off in third, and you just never know, do you, in a knockout final?
And it really is just so incredibly hard to go 3 weeks back to back to back and win them all.
Yep.
It's you know, even if you say the first finals are 70-30 and then you go 50-50, 50-50, your odds at the end of that are about 12%, I reckon.
And I'll tell you what it's setting up for, though, is some fantastic finals actions here, as we still got about 5 rounds to go. But even on the women's side, you know, we saw Brighton lose their first one the other night. I was away for that.
In quite some time.
You know, I think it was 5.5 years or 49 games or something. They hadn't lost a game.
45 straight games, we're being told from the
you
box.
Know, so, and you see Burnside beating Brighton. You know, the games have been really close in the women's matches as well. You know, even those top, they're only going down by 3 or 4 goals, and you see how quickly you can score.
It's been great watching, and you know, especially with you know, players being away for the world tournaments, whether you know playing or spectating, you got to see a lot of juniors coming through, and they really putting their stamp on the game.
Yeah,
they've been really stepping up, and you know, taking it by the scruff of the neck and contributing. It's been great.
But all I can say is that it's going to breed some great finals actions. But we've still got plenty of round games to go here. We'd like to thank our sponsors, Arena 42, 180 Finance, Young Real Estate, and the Traditional Group. They're always great to have good people that behind you.
They look after us well.
They do. Speaking of looking after us, Marty Baker, he's been on the backside of things as always. So big shout out to Marty and being able to get this live stream up. To yourself, Braden Munn, camera and microphone duties, and I think nailed it tonight.
I think we covered it well. You did the bulk of the talking, and I did the bulk of the camera work. So
hey,
good team, I reckon.
Batman and Robin. I'll be Robin. And yeah, apart from that, I'm just going to say, Braden Munn, Tony Watts, till the next time the sticks are swinging, we'll see you live and free on LSA TV.